Hi there, it's Liz. I'm going to make a series of videos to help you learn how to use Seesaw. If you haven't gotten started yet, hopefully this series will help you. We're going to take a look at the tabs across the top of this, and I'll send you the whole slide deck. But the first thing we're going to do is start a class. So if you haven't started your class yet, we're going to come up. The website is web.seesaw.me. You can also do all of this on your iPad app, and it's going to be almost exactly the same. So web.seesaw.me is where you're going to start, and then you're going to click Login. You are a teacher, and you're going to sign in with Google. I know it has email and password, and we want to just type it in there, but don't. Click Teacher Sign In with Google, because then you can just click your Google account. If you're being automatically rostered with Clever, then you're going to see your class here already for you. If you don't have your class, you're going to create your first class. And there are a couple things I'm going to suggest. The first is use the calendar year, the school year I mean, and then add your grade level. So we'll say this is 3rd grade. And then I'm going to click here. If you're a combo, just choose the one that seems most appropriate for you. The only reason they ask for the grade level is they're going to send you a quick start guide, and that'll help. Oh, I've been signed out. Okay. There we go. So here's my class. Now, I don't have any students in here yet, so the next thing I need to do is add students. Hang on, let me scoot this. There we go. Now you can see on the bottom, there are 2 buttons here on the right side that are really helpful, but we're going to talk about add students today. So I'm going to click that plus students. Do I want them to sign in using their Google account or not? If the answer to that is yes, then it's super easy to have your students sign in just by typing in their Google account and their folder or their password. And that way they'll have a folder that's assigned to them on their device, whether they're a Chromebook or an iPad. They'll automatically connect to their folder when they sign in. I'm going to say no just so we can see what that looks like. Now the next question, are you using shared devices or one-to-one devices? If I'm using one-to-one devices, it's going to, when students sign in, give them a code, and then they're going to choose their folder right then. And when they're signed in, they're going to be connected to their folder. So if you're 2nd grade or higher, and your students have their own device that they use, go ahead and choose one-to-one. For our kinder, our TK kinder and first, they're on shared devices. Every time they submit something, they're going to choose their name from the list. All right, so I'm going to choose one-to-one devices for this, and I'm going to need to add my student names. If I were using the Google sign-in, I wouldn't need to add student names. They would automatically be there when students sign in with their account. So the one-to-one with the code, they're going to need a list of names. So I could either start typing, or I could go paste a list of student names, and I could do Eddie Einstein, Tommy Edison, Sophie Scholar. You just list them in. If you have a list from maybe your attendance roster or something like that, you can just copy and paste it right in here. And you'll see it's going to give me the names. Green check mark means I'm done with this part. And then I'm going to close this for right now. Here are my list of students. Okay. Now later, when students join the class, I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to skip adding students, and I'm going to either need the code or the QR code here. All right, so that's it for today. We're just going to start the class, make sure your student list is in there unless you're signing in with Google accounts, and you'll be ready to launch this with your students.